Imagine getting a full breakdown of your lead, who they are, what they do, and how you can help them automatically. In this video, I'm going to show you guys an n8n workflow that I built that automatically researches your lead, summarizes what they do, and then puts them in a bucket of cold, warm, or hot lead. It even gives you suggestions on what you can do to help them. So let me get straight into the n8n workflow. I'm going to have the free template in the first link of the description below. So make sure you guys go and download it so that you can follow along. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a quick demo of the workflow and how it works. I just wrote creative agency here to find a random URL of a creative agency. And let's take this one for example. I'm just going to copy the URL and I'm going to execute the workflow here. It's going to open my form here. Obviously, you guys can connect this to a form in a website, or you can connect this to a leads list where it will go through all of your URLs of your leads and do this workflow on each of them. So I'm just going to let this run and I'm going to show you guys the output once it finishes. So the workflow just finished running, and let me show you guys in Discord right here. We have the n8n bot wrote a warm lead with a score of 41. The company name right here, the lead name of the person, it actually found this itself. The email of the company, it found this itself, and then a estimated range of monthly revenue. And it even added a little more info here. Then AI interests right here. Pickle Creative shows low explicit AI adoption signals with an AI interest score of 2 on 10. The agency currently focuses on conventional digital and experimental marketing services without public AI integration. Industry trends suggest growing AI experimentation, and leadership's active role in adoption is critical. However, no direct internal AI initiatives are identified. The recommended solutions we got here offer incremental AI adoption solutions framed as digital marketing productivity enhancers and creative workflow assistants, propose AI-powered marketing analytics, personalization tools, social media automation, and pilot projects showcasing ROI without disrupting existing creative workflows, emphasize AI-driven content creation, campaign management, and social media monitoring automation for quick wins. Recommended action, send educational content and case studies. And then engagement approach, we have value building nurture sequence. So as you can see, we get a very in-depth analysis on each lead, and you guys can see how useful this can be. It can be automatically sent in Slack to your sales team, and it's a very, very useful tool to do quick research on your leads. So now I'm just going to run down through each node and show you guys how it works. You guys can follow along with the template. Just download it in the school and you can import the file right here and you guys will have the exact same setup. So now I'm going to go node by node, and this workflow is very prompt heavy. So I'm going to be mainly reading the prompts so you guys kind of get an understanding of how the AI agents are prompted. So let's get straight into going through the node by node. All right, so the workflow starts off with a form, n8n form node right here. Like I said earlier, you guys can connect this to your website, any website form, so that when they submit on the website, it starts the automation right away, and you can get all that information about your lead as soon as they enter their info into your website. But for this lead form, all I recommend is putting company website domain, so that's the most important field that we're going to be using. That's why it's a required field here. And then I also added the option of a LinkedIn profile URL and any additional context. So once the form is submitted, we go into our AI interest search agent. This agent is basically just going to do a quick search using Perplexity. So we're going to connect the company domain here and any additional context. We're also going to make sure that we put max iterations at 10 because Perplexity likes to do a lot of iterations. So we're going to limit that. And then I'm going to read the prompt real quick here. So you're an AI adoption research specialist. Your task is to research and identify any signals that this company has shown interest in, is using, or is exploring AI services and technologies. Use Perplexity to research 1. Company press releases or announcements mention AI, machine learning, or automation. Number 2, job postings for AI roles, data scientists, or automation engineers. 3, LinkedIn posts or articles from company executives about AI adoption. 4, news articles mentioning the company in implementation AI solutions. 5, company website content about AI initiatives or digital transformation. 6, industry reports about their AI maturity or technology adoption. And then number 7, partnerships or vendors they work with in AI/automation space. Then we say provide a detailed report with an AI interest score 0 to 10, and then evidence found, AI maturity level, key signals, and recommended approach. Be thorough and cite specific sources for all findings. So this is the AI interest research agent's prompt. And then for the chat model, we just have Open Router running 4.1 mini, as well as for the tool, we're using Perplexity right here, and we just let the AI decide the text. So once that runs, then we go to this next AI agent, which is the general search agent. This agent is going to be using 4.1 mini as well, with 2 Perplexity tools and a output parser. So for the Perplexity research tool, the description here is going to be message a model in Perplexity, and the description down here is going to be research query on company name, doing a general search. This is just going to do a general Google search of the company name and kind of give us all the data back on that search. And then for the Perplexity LinkedIn research tool here, the description is going to say research lead on LinkedIn Perplexity. And for this description, we're going to say the first and last name of the lead. For all the Perplexity nodes, we're just going to leave it set manual. And then we're going to do the operation is message a model, and the model is going to be Sonar. And then we're going to have an output parser. So this is just so that we get proper JSON format as an output once the bot runs. So basically, we just gave it mock data here. This is just an example in JSON format, how we want our variables given. So as you can see in the schema right here, we have the outputs, as you can see right here, all the variables, the exact same as the format we gave. So we have the day, email, the lead name, company name, and so on and so on. And just like that, you can see that this helps us get the exact variable with the information linked together properly, just so that we can help this bot kind of give us the exact structure that we want it to. And then for the AI agent here, as you can see, we have a very lengthy prompt. For the system message, I basically just put in all the info. So we put in the info from the leave submission, and we put in the output from our last agent. And then I'm going to go a bit over this prompt, but remember, you guys can just get the template and the prompt will be there and you can look over it more yourself, but I'll read through the important stuff. You are an expert lead intelligence analyst specializing in AI agency sales and implementation readiness. Analyze all the provided data about this lead and company to generate comprehensive, actionable insights tailored for an AI agency engagement. Then we give it some important rules here for when it's using the Perplexity research tools. We kind of give it some directions. So find recent job postings, research the company's tech stack, find company reviews, and so on. And then we give it some tasks. So we have 13 tasks here. We have analyze company information, review email patterns, examine LinkedIn profile data, analyze Perplexity tool to find additional context, AI readiness assessment, automation opportunities, pain point to AI solution mapping, and so on and so on. And then we're going to say provide a detailed intelligence report, including and then here we just say everything. So a summary, key stakeholders, company intelligence, use case recommendations, pain point analysis, and everything else here. And then here at the end, we say be thorough, data-driven, and actionable in your analysis. Focus on AI implementation readiness and provide specific tactical recommendations for the AI agency sales team. Ensure the lead score and AI readiness findings from the previous analysis stages are prominently featured throughout the report. And leverage Perplexity extensively to gather comprehensive intelligence beyond the basic data sources. And also make sure that the required specific output is checked, and that's going to make it so that we can have the output parser that we were talking about earlier. So once we do run through that, we are going to go into the lead scoring agent. This is just going to use 4.1 mini as the model, and also just have one variable as the output as a integer, and we kind of gave it an example. As you can see, we have the integer right here that it gave us. So then in the lead scoring agent, we just want to bring in all the data points so that it has as much context as possible. And for the prompt, we're just going to say you're a lead qualification specialist for an AI agency. Score this lead based on their fit for our AI implementation services, scoring criteria, and then we gave it some scoring criterias, and then provide overall lead score. Only output the single number, no notes or text. Be data-driven and specific in your scoring. So once we run all that, we go into our notification part of the automation. And then here we're going to use a Google Sheets. And once you create your Google Sheets, just copy these into the top row. So put the day, email, lead name, decision maker, company name, monthly revenue, AI interest summary, potential company solutions, and score. Once you do that, map all the data correctly. And once we do that, we want to go into a switch node. This switch node is just going to categorize our lead from cold to warm to hot. So it's just basically going to decide which section it should go into. Here, we're just going to take the score we were given. You just drag and drop the variable. And then we're going to hard code here that if the integer is less than 40, we go down this path as a cold lead. If the integer is greater than or equal to 40, we go down the warm path. And if the integer is greater than or 70, we go down the hot lead path. And each of these paths bring to their own set nodes here. And then the set node is just hard coding data. So for example, the hot lead enrichment here, I just put some hard coded data, but this is just to use in the message. So if I want to use the recommended action, it's always going to say this action, or engagement approach. It's always going to say this engagement approach. I just do this so that I'm able to quickly tell my team what action we should do, whether based on if the lead is cold, warm, or hot. I'll show you guys the example of the warm one. So for example, for the warm recommended action, we have send educational content and case studies. That's basically what we saw in the demo. And then we're just going to go to the Discord module. This is going to send the message. So you just connect to your Discord bot, and then we have the output right here. So I just have hot lead alert with the score. and then company, lead name, email, monthly revenue, AI interest, recommended solutions, recommended actions, engagement approach, properly mapped with all of the variables. So this is how the workflow is built. I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you find all of this a bit complicated and you're a business owner and you want me to create a workflow like this or implement this workflow into your business, I'm also going to add a link in the description to book a one-on-one call, and we can talk more there about AI solutions for your business. So that's all for today, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace!